Hey Saberland, so if you are watching this video, it is probably because you are here following a link leading to the KRxOR Luke Return of the Jedi V2. This is complete with a crystal chamber, which you get access to by just twisting it's keyed with 3 grub screws, so you just twist the top and remove it, and it has a stock custom works male and female and inside, so that stops in there and then leads up to another one up here for the blade, and then these just boop, go back together. Let's see, there it is. So there's a little set screw right here that lines up when it's not in with the activation box, and then it twists, and then this is the correct orientation. So then you get your set screw for the blade in the back behind everything, so you can't see it when you're holding it, and the other set screw is back here in line with the clamp rectangular sections, so everything is in alignment in that position for the stenciling and everything. So right now I'm just going to go through where the buttons are and what they do, just so that we can get through this video. It's going to be a little lengthy, but essentially you have power and auxiliary, and this is a neopixel blade. So the blade and the crystals are lit by neopixels. The crystals inside are your data line 2 for those that care, and your blade is your data line 1, so you can program them independently. Right now the crystals match whatever the blade does, so when you turn it on, you just tap your power. To turn it off, you tap power again. To activate music, you would hold the power for 1 second and release it. Whether the blade is on or off, it doesn't matter, but it'll stop and start music by holding power for 1 second. If you want to cycle over to the next font, you would tap the auxiliary while the blade is off. And then, so right now I have 2 fonts programmed on here. They're both Luke Return of the Jedi fonts. The first one is KSith's Return of the Jedi font, which is themed with the sail barge theme. And then the second font is Kyberphonic's Return, with the final duel from Return of the Jedi with Luke and Vader as the theme. Both programmed to have green blades with the crystals matching. You can color change with the buttons, so I'm just going to rapid through a lot of these settings so you can just see the saber in action. This is not a dueling saber, so if you're here thinking you're going to buy this and then take it out to fight with it, this is a show blade, first of all. It's very thin because I wanted it to weigh less for the actual thin neck section. And secondly, this is, it's not very tight. You can tighten the grub screws and get it very tight. If you were going to fight with it and you absolutely wanted to with this lightsaber, I would get metal grub screws and then tighten those down. You'd have to remove the clamp section, and trust me, it's a pain in the butt. So this is really a shelf queen or a belt hanger, or for photos, what have you. But yeah, it's really not meant for dueling. So anyways, let's fire it up. I'm sorry I'm ranting so much, but there's a lot to go over. So the first 2 fonts, just real quick, are the 2 Luke fonts, and then the third one is actually your battery setting. So let's just do that real quick. When you have your blade in, this is the secondary Luke font. And then
battery level.
So it'll always look like this. It'll always display somewhere on the blade. So the higher it is, it'll turn green, blue, get to like a orangey red, and this is your battery level, so what the charge is of the actual battery cell in the saber. This is a 21700. It's very big. It's a big ass battery with 500 milliamps of storage, so you're not going to have to charge it often, especially with the off-on switch inside, which I can get to. But the
Luke Skywalker.
Saber functions like so. On, off. Music. Next font.
Like my father before me.
And your battery level, I forgot to mention,
Battery level.
also has custom music, which is the sail barge music. Actually, Jabba's palace music, sorry. So I thought that would be fun to add in there. Yeah, I'm sure that there's a lot that I'm missing. Oh, you know what? There's gestures on here. Man, there's so much. It's hard to get through everything. I have it set right now that if you stab the saber, which doesn't work really, I find that if you just pull it down in a hard direction, it'll power on, like that. And then to turn off, just twist it. You twist back and forth, and it'll turn off the saber. So that actually boots you into what's called battle mode. So battle mode is independent from when you just turn it on with the actual button. With the button, your clashes, you just get regular clashes. In battle mode, now your clashes automatically lock up when you stay in place. And I'm not pushing a button right now, but you can twist it, and then when you harsh move away, it stops. So I'm not even touching a button. Move it away and it stops. Same with a stab. So I'm not holding a button, I'm just twisting it. And then lift it away. And then same with a floor drag. So you don't have to use any buttons, that's kind of nice. Same thing with the the blaster mode by holding the aux, getting the blaster effect without the blaster visual effect. You're now in blaster mode, that every swing gets a blaster. So that's pretty neato. Just twist to turn off, or you can always use the buttons. It doesn't really matter. You can use the saber, any way you like. Just knowing though that when you turn it on with the downward pull, that you're in battle mode specifically. Not to say you can't get into battle mode in certain ways with just the button combinations. So there's a lot to learn. I can't really go over all of it, but that's the general idea of the saber. And then to get inside, you would just open this up. You can turn it off and on this way. So you would unscrew your pommel, and then noticing the orientation of the handle to pull it out. It's hard to see, but it lines up right between those two teeth. So that's good to help out when you're putting it back in, because it has these two little pins that line up inside. And inside you have access to, there's the on-off switch, you have your recharge port, and then access to your sound card, your Proffieboard, so you can plug it into your computer or pull out the SD card all from right here. I'm going to just put this back in without turning it off because I also wanted to show you the crystal chamber. So that I'm just going to remove this. So this is not connected by wires at all. It uses 2 sets of stock custom works quick connectors. So you can just pull it out completely, and then to line it up with for the correct orientation, there's a little set screw right here that you would put in line with the power. This way, put in line with the power, and then it twists so that now it's in line with the side of these cutouts in the clamp section. So, but yeah, let's see, here we go. So that turns on nice and bright. So there you have it. That is the KROR Luke Return of the Jedi V2. Whoops. Installed, weathered, and programmed by yours truly, Sabers Forever. Let me know what you think. Thanks, guys. Sorry the video was so long.